Brookline, Massachusetts. Golf fans know it as the home of the country club, one of the most prestigious golf courses on the planet. On the other side of the fence of that sacred ground, the course next door, Brookline Golf Course. Like a lot of the old but beautifully renovated houses in the area, this place has good bones. It just needs a little TLC. Today, I'm getting a first-hand look at the place while also getting the lowdown on what the staff here hopes will transform the entire experience that comes with playing Brookline Golf Course.
This golf course is a part of a bigger picture of the recreation department.
This is Tim Davis. He's the director of recreation for the town of Brookline. His formal role for today is to give us more details about the course's renovations. He also just happens to be one of my good friends from Springfield College, so you know the town's rec department is in good hands.
How long have you played golf?
Since I was like 8.
Really?
Yeah, it was always my sport. Yeah.
That makes sense. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Clearly nothing else is your sport. That much I knew.
You know, we've been planning and working on a landscape master plan for about 4 years.
This is Justin Lawson, the general manager and head pro at Brookline Golf Course. Not only does he have a killer putting stroke, but he's also the guy largely tasked with overseeing and implementing these changes.
When the fairways can't drain, the water collects in the fairways.
He has an impressive resume with stops at some of New England's most prestigious clubs. Now, he's working tirelessly to make sure everyone sees what he sees in Brookline Golf Course.
What else you got here? 58?
58, yeah.
Oldie but a goodie.
That one's like,
Meet Duncan Smith.
You left the 60? Listen, everybody leaves their 60 at the golf course. We've got about a bag of them, about 1,000.
You could say golf instruction at Brookline runs on Duncan.
Lessons with students, most people don't tend to play enough break. Before you were a little bit over here with your body, so you want to be back here just a little bit.
Sure.
Mike, how's your short game?
That's an issue right now. Oops, there it is.
That one doesn't count.
Oh.
Take a little practice swing first. When you get into these rough lies like this, okay? Okay, but the first chips you hit were from the fairway grass, right? When you get into these tough lies here, and the practice swing is everything, because you need to feel how deep that ball is down in the rough, okay? So when you're doing the practice swings, make sure that you can feel the sole of your club, the bottom of the club, kind of getting down to the roots of the grass, because that'll give you a lot of confidence that when you go to execute, if you can kind of repeat that same feel, it's going to be a good shot. Try that. Get one more practice swing in there. I just want to see that the sole of that club kind of riding through the roots of the grass for you. A little deeper.
For me in the past, it's been like, well, let me just use a practice swing to hopefully get the shitty swing out of the way. But that's...
Look at that beautiful shot.
Beautiful.
Are you allowed to swear on this show?
Yeah. I mean, it did in the first one. They didn't say anything, so I'm trying to be the family show.
Yeah, this is the best part of the day to be out here. You know, it's like 7:30. You know, it's quiet. You know, you wouldn't believe that you're only a few miles from downtown Boston right now. You know what I mean? Apart from the clubhouse, you can't see a building. It's just a very serene kind of feel when you're out here, especially at this time of the day.
We're excited to show you a couple of our signature holes out here. We've got, we're going to play 13, 14, and 12 today. We're anticipating some construction efforts to take place this winter, and hopefully next year we'll be starting out on 13 as our new first hole. So today will be an awesome preview of what we're looking to do for the future of the game here at the golf course.
All right, guys, 13th hole here. What am I looking at?
So 13th hole is a strong par 4. It's about 400 yards from our back tees. It requires the golfer to really make a choice on the tee, as we have 2 crossing hazards that basically intersect the fairway. The first one is really in play off the tee, so you've got to figure out if you have enough length to get over it, or do you want to lay up before it.
Perfect.
Good ball.
The second shot is going to be to an elevated green. It's actually a half of a punch bowl. So if you look up to the right, it's really sloped right to left up there, and the ball will feed off that hill. But this is a truly strong hole that eventually will become our first hole when we resequence the golf course.
Makes a lot of sense. When we're right here, right off the practice greens out here. It's a good, tough little first hole, I guess.
And our master plan that we worked with Mark Munjum on actually is calling it for an even further rear tee.
Oh, all right.
So that will actually stretch the hole all the way to 430 yards.
All right. Thanks. Oh, this is nice. Very nice.
Brand new.
Oh,
Pro V, just for you, Mike.
only the best. Oh, that's straight, but
He's listening to you, Duncan.
I know.
That's something that we did in the master planning process
Right.
is to, all right, we have this really cool ecosystem. How can we improve it? Yet at the same time, how can we make it better for our golfers? You know, being a public golf course,
Yep.
you know, we really share that responsibility to the environment and to our residents, and you know, to find that balance.
There it is. Get up
Get
a
up.
little bit.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I think you're on the front.
Yep.
Oh, you're on there. Perfect.
Let's rolling.
Oh, I can't see it.
Up there. Oh yeah, it's nice and tight.
Beautiful.
Oh, that could be good.
Oh,
That could be really good.
slow down. Nice putt,
I'm gonna
Tim.
take that.
That's
Yeah,
a great
That's
putt.
fantastic.
Take
Great
that any
putt.
day.
Perfect speed, huh?
All right,
Really nice putt.
get in.
Go.
Oh.
Putt.
Beautiful.
Beautiful putt.
Thank you.
Make it look easy.
That's it. I could see on like a Tuesday afternoon hitting a bucket of balls and maybe getting 9 in or something.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. Just afternoon, decompress,
Totally.
on the way home.
And that's what we see too. The range is packed.
Yeah. Oh, that thing's gone. That's so far right.
A little wide right.
Yeah,
Okay.
seems to be a miss.
Got it.
I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just
So
getting
is that
through the
normal?
ball.
Is that normal for you if you miss one
Yeah,
on the course?
yeah. If I do miss, it's pretty wipey right.
Wipe you right. Yeah. Okay. Let me check
Very
your.
lazy.
Okay. Let me check your grip and your ball position for you first.
All right. And then sometimes I find I'll end up overcompensating, and then all of a sudden less misses in play too. So
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Let's see, hit one more.
how's that? There we go. Exactly. That's now we're left.
Okay. All right. Well, you got a good swing.
Thank you.
Yeah. First one went right. I think the club face was just a little open.
Uh-huh.
And you probably just made an overcorrection on that.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Your grip looks really good.
Okay.
So that's
well,
good.
That's
And you've got the ball in the right position here. You've got the
Right.
ball just on the inside of your foot, which is
Uh-huh.
great. One of the things you can watch out for with the drive is that when you do place the ball more forward in your stance, here, let me show you here.
Sure.
I'll switch places with you. When you do put the ball more forward in your stance like this,
Yep.
you've also got to just be careful that you don't lean into it with your upper body. Let your upper body get more behind the ball, just like your feet are.
Uh-huh.
That way you'll be better, you'll come in on a little bit of a better angle of attack, sweep up on the ball a little bit. It'll be much more consistent for you.
all right.
Let me get you set up here. Sorry
Sweeping
about
up
that.
on it is always such a weird.
If your body's behind the ball and your ball
Yeah,
position's
right.
good, it should happen automatically. So like, yeah, for example, before you were a little bit over here with your
Yeah.
body, so you
So
want to
go
be
back.
back here just a little bit.
Sure.
There you go.
I mean, that'll.
There it
that'll
is.
do. That's from,
Lesson over.
yeah, I was gonna say. That's how you get paid the big bucks, I suppose.
That was beautiful, man.
So, Mike, we're here on 14, and this hole has proven to be one of the most challenging holes because it's a true risk reward. It's a dogleg right. From all the way back, it measures just about 430 yards. You have two options. You can lay up kind of into the meat of the fairway here. And you could probably, you know, if you wanted to lay up, you're going to hit something probably about 200 yards.
Yeah.
Or you can take a longer approach and go over and try to cut the corner and give yourself a kind of a long wedge into the green.
Fair enough. How much room do I have going when I try to cut that corner, which I inevitably will?
There's not a lot of real estate over there. So over there to the right, there is a creek that runs behind this awesome rock outcropping that, you know, basically highlights the entire hole. We play around. So you got to be careful. So if you're going to move the ball left to right, which is ideal, you just don't want to move it too far left to right.
Fair enough. Fortune favors the ball, though. So.
Yeah, you got the wind with you today.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know,
yeah.
you've got
yeah,
that.
we should let it rip.
There you go.
All right.
Last fall, as you know, it was raining quite a bit in our area, and we lost almost 40 days of operations from July 1 to the end of the golf season. And outside of that 40 days, we were limited to operating a 9-hole golf course because we had 9 holes closed.
Right.
So from July 1 to the end of the season, I think we were probably an 18-hole golf course for no more than 2 weeks.
Oh, never mind.
A beautiful shot, Mike. That'll play. So part of our master plan is to basically look at this golf course as a restoration of the original drainage system with some modern improvements. Beautiful.
Oh, what a shot.
Gorgeous shot. Too bad it's in the ship. If it rains, there's nowhere for the water to go. So part of our plan is to remove this culvert, and there's about another 1,000 linear feet of culvert on the golf course that we're going to remove.
That's nice. Keep that one. Beautiful.
That could have worked out pretty good. We're going to install modern fairway drainage in the fairway so that now, when it does rain, there's a place for the water to go.
There you go.
Come back.
That should be okay. Catch a piece there. Okay, good swing.
You all right?
Good swing. You see, you're used to seeing the ball fly right, so you're aiming left.
Yeah.
It's almost encouraging you to leave it out to the right. Just square up a little bit, and that'll let you release it, just like you did on that last shot.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's it. Ooh. Nice shot. Beautiful. Keep that one. Yeah.
All right, Mike, so let's take a look at this putt you've got here. It's pretty good distance. I would say it's anywhere around 35, 40 feet.
Bit of a mark right down the about, like you said, 4.5 feet, kind of come around that and just let it filter down.
What I like to do is I always like to get onto the low side of the hole. As you're walking down to the side of your putt, you really want to pay attention to the slope in your feet. You can get a couple of tips on the angle. Once we get onto the other side of the flag here and we start looking up to the ball, the breaks will become much more obvious. So if you kind of come stand next to me for a second, now you can really see, obviously, it's going to be a downhill putt for you. But you can also see the pitch or the gradient of the green here. You can see it's coming this way. Another thing is like when you're reading greens, it's so easy to look from a direct line from the ball to the flag. What I like to do is I like to look at the surrounding areas. If I look maybe 20 feet over here to the right and 20 feet over to the left of your ball, then to me it's more obvious that it's pitched like that.
Right.
So don't get too kind of concentrated on looking down the lane, as it were. You want to be looking around in the general area. I find that really, really helps.
That makes sense. Like it's just unlocked it for me even here. I mean, I know we got a pretty big slope here, but just breaking that up, you get too locked in, and I can imagine that's just
right.
You got no shot because then you're just kind of in tunnel vision as opposed to seeing the whole thing.
There you go. You said it.
With a lag putt like this, do you subscribe to the idea that you'd rather be below the hole coming back up, or does it make more sense?
That's a great question. No, it's a great question. No, if anything, ideally you'd want to be on the low side to leave yourself an uphill short putt. Hopefully that's a tap in.
Right.
But the other thing I'll say is that when I'm giving my lessons with students, most people don't tend to play enough break.
Yeah, exactly.
So sometimes on a putt like this, whatever you see, you might want to just add a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if you're getting into that.
Because that's the thing.
putt.
If you underdo it and you miss it, then that thing's taken off.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. So just pick out your spot, and then just all about pace from that point. You're gonna like that.
That's more what I was trying to do.
Beautiful
take
putt.
that.
Point on.
Welcome to the 12th hole, arguably our signature hole here, and this is a phenomenal par 3. In 2022, we were partners with the USGA in hosting the US Open, and part of the opportunity that came with it is some on-golf course construction. So we took those proceeds and invested it into rehabilitating this hole, rehabilitating these tees. So all these tees are brand new, courtesy of the US Open. And today we're playing 140 yards.
Okay.
This is a really well-protected green with 2 ominous bunkers up in front. It's also got the grandstand granite rock wall behind it. It's got some great views in the long distance of our clubhouse, so it's quite scenic. The wind plays tricks in here because we're kind of in this, corridor of wind that kind of moves left to right, right to left. It kind of swirls in this little pocket. It's a challenging green. It's kind of a little tilted left to right. Where that pin is today, it's back right. It's a really gettable pin, but be careful, don't go long because you'll have your work cut out for you getting back up.
Yep.
Okay. Let's give it a try. Beauty.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Nice play.
Beautiful.
Good shot.
Nice.
All right, guys.
Gentlemen. Justin.
Super fun.
Sir.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Mike.
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
Thanks, Mike. Timmy, it's always good to see you.
All right, cheers, Mike.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.